I do believe 3-story.
That's on second, add doors and balconies on second and third floor.
Yeah, so we're not gonna do the whole application because they haven't given the spec drawings for the balconies as we requested. So what we're gonna do is look at the siding samples that they provided.
Okay.
It's in the CBD, so it's in that area where it's kind of on the cusp, but what they want to do is add about 8 balconies to the west elevation.
To the west, that would be overlooking the other building there?
Side.
Overlooking that little strip mall.
Yeah.
But.
Be facing my house.
What's that?
That'd be facing my house. On the
Okay.
corner there. So,
Yeah, it's in a weird spot, and that setback is, those requirements in the CBD are up towards the sidewalk. So I'm not sure how they're gonna do that in terms of,
you know, they've got that crane on top up there now. And I think the people that live on that other building won't let them on it, so they have to lower it down.
you know, somebody was telling me that. That's
And I guess that's the only reason to have it up there. Wow.
Hey, Jen, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Yeah, I think so. I think that's it.
Right.
We had a building like that and, with those membranes on it. The people next door got on it and were doing something on their roof, it's on ours.
Yeah. No, that's, and we just got this application
Yeah.
too, so we're kind of trying to assess what we can. Hey, Rod.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
6 o'clock. Hey.
Do you have any other issues on 417?
Do I?
Yeah. They are going to provide the architectural drawings at a later date.
Oh, the color, no.
Where are they going to, where are they going to put the parking for that lot? Because that alley backs up that property that they've marked off, and no anybody owns, no trespassing. So there's zero parking.
It's a good question. I really don't know. No idea.
Who owns the lot behind it?
Of that group of, people on the Sears lot, that doctor,
Oh,
group
really?
of doctors, yeah. I don't know who they are. Yeah, they own that one and Sears lot. But yeah, they actually, that's what, 2 years ago, they came out with that chain down the alley, to keep people off of it.
Yeah.
We put that's when we had those sitters out there about a month.
We put a playground you're talking about?
The squatters sat out there for about a month, day and night.
Yeah, well, the city told them they had to put some sort of signs up that say private property
Right.
for them to enforce it as,
Then they have no trespassing, they had to leave, but they had to change, so there's no parking if they want to do.
yeah,
That'd be difficult. Street parking.
I guess.
From what I can tell, they're removing vinyl and it's a concrete block structure.
It is.
They're replacing with standing seam metal and hardy plank, which I guess in the CBD is certainly preferable to vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't put any drawings indicating where metal was gonna go, where hardy plank was gonna go, did we?
No, we didn't.
They're providing those, so we're just going to review the site.
Later, they're providing them later.
It's
So will we put the colors on them?
no, just the siding, just the material.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Hey, Scott.
With a corrugated metal panel, it's not board and batten.
What's the name of the contractor?
I don't know the name of the contractor. We
Is he
just,
the same one that did 306?
no, it's going to be a different contractor.
Oh, he
It's
is?
the same owner,
Okay.
same designer,
Oh, really?
different contractor, I think.
Okay.
Is there a copy of the agenda?
There should be an extra copy. Right here. There you go. All right, I know that, Scott,
Jen, Rod, you got
I have the one that starts with Brian.
all right, Katie and Doug will not be here. Deborah has volunteered to serve as secretary.
Love you, love you so much.
So,
He said nobody would. That made me.
thank you, Deborah.
I'm gonna take you to lunch.
We call meeting to order. Has everyone had a chance to review and approve the minutes for May 28th, 2021? Motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor? Financial report, Scott?
Yep, for the third month in a row, we remain the same, $7,303.97. No changes.
Okay. Motion to approve the financial report.
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Design committee report. Rod?
Okay, since Katie's not here, the responsibility falls on me.
Can you start with 221, please? Because I got it up there.
That's a good idea. That could be the first one picked up.
Thank you, sir.
221, the design committee met and we discussed it. There is a gray background that goes on and then white letters that are pretty indicative of what's shown there. The sign company that's providing it did send us this. I don't know if everybody has copies of this or not. But
No, I don't have copies of the.
Is the same up there?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, here it's like, shows you kind
Okay.
of the more detail. And
Okay.
they've got some decorative stuff at the end of the
Right.
sign on either side. We
See.
debated whether that was good or bad, and really nobody had a strong opinion one way or the other. And so with the colors and the signage, we voted to recommend to the general board that we accept the design as shown.
So your suggestion is to approve?
Yeah,
Okay.
the committee has basically accepted the application as shown and recommending to the board that they approve the design, which will take a motion.
Any questions from the board regarding? Okay, is there a second? Okay. All in favor? Okay, that is 221.
That is.
Okay, 318 North Court.
Yeah. This is applicant is Brian Williamson, and the owners like Cox. He is going to be it's a butcher shop, is it not? Or local produce, it's not really a butcher shop. That's
Old
down in-
Road. Farm
Yeah,
Road.
that's the one that's in North Florence. This is, yeah. Cottonwood. Produce.
Computer board kind of place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they are proposing to put their signage on a canopy in the view of it is that right there. I think it's a black canopy.
Will it blend in with the one next to it?
As far as I know, yeah, it's matching to it.
Pillar, what'd you say, pillar or something?
Pillar and peacock,
Yeah, that's right next to it, right?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
And there's a hair salon or something.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's it. But no, this is it. It's it. So, we reviewed that and see the problem with it, and approved it, design committee approved it for forwarding to the full board for approval. We recommend that it be approved.
A second.
Jay, second. All in favor? Thank you. Let's go over 417. This is a last minute submission. It's the one that we were just talking about on West Tennessee Street.
We don't really have any today. That's just a pillar.
Okay. This is in the Central Business District. You all have a copy of the application?
Where is the historic board's control stop over there? It doesn't go all the way to,
So it's not technically in the downtown historical district, but it is in the Central Business District.
The downtown district extends to Mobile Street on that side, which would be the south side. They encompassed Mobile Street and brought that in the district. Just on one side, but not
So
on.
south of Mobile, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
so this is a stupid question. So is the CBD a separate historic district?
Yeah. Because the buildings don't date to the same period, however, the city has determined that they want them held to a standard of design, they're going to come to us. And primarily what we look for is form, setback, rhythm, and openings. If you recall, the bank in the corner of Poplar and Tennessee Street came to us for a design.
Yes.
And so they're going to design in a style that is, a little bit more modern. But what we're looking for specifically is, working with the planning department, is setback, form, and design. So I think that's kind of what the city is looking for going forward is just good design that's going to enhance the streetscaping that they put down there.
Okay. So do we have something that shows the extents of the CBD?
We do, yeah. There's a base map that I can send to you.
Well, that'd be great.
But right now, let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
Rick Elliott was working on a building which we determined wasn't under the influence of the historic
Can you read that?
commission.
Yeah, for the most part.
That's Central Business District. So it overlaps a little bit.
Okay. Court, college.
There's one.
And so Mobile Street goes down to where, that would be Poplar Street, right there.
So it's effectively stopping at the wood.
So that whole building is in the
Yeah,
subdivision,
yeah.
because it goes all the way back to Mobile Street.
The survey for all the existing structures in this area should be done by July. That'll give us a good idea of what's in there. Exactly. Since a lot of the buildings are newer.
It's interesting that they included the area south of Dr. Hicks. Because it's not the most beautiful part of the downtown.
Because you got a couple old churches
Yeah.
down there.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, that's true.
It's kind of right.
Huh. So on this building that they're looking at, you said what kind of siding are they gonna put up?
Okay, I've got those samples right here. On the front facade, they are looking to put up what looks like a hardy board.
Did they say it was a hardy board?
Yes,
It does
Yeah.
in the application they
It does
say.
say,
Okay.
so, party on front, cars on party on front.
It'll look
Move
so
on.
much better than that vinyl.
Sure.
Bombs don't.
Yeah, that's true. It's a naked building right now.
But now on the side, you said metal? That's what I'm concerned most about.
Well, it's gonna be dark,
But then you gonna put balconies on top of it?
charcoal.
That's the side.
What'd you say, Jane, put what on top?
They got balconies drawn in.
Mhm.
They do, and that, we're gonna talk about that at a later date, but yeah,
We asked for
we're kind of questioning that.
drawings, technical drawings on the balconies.
Because that's gonna be exposed all, because it's high on those buildings.
So what are we approving? I know I'm slow today, but we're approving color,
No,
material.
material.
Okay, but the hardy board that they're suggesting they're gonna use, the picture was not really depicting hardy board, because hardy board has to laugh in order to,
I thought so too.
so in order to look, to see a look, it's gotta laugh, so it's gonna look more residential than the picture that was submitted. So I don't know why they submitted that picture, because that's not.
Maybe they submitted a likeness and not the actual product that they're gonna use?
Yeah, if you go back to one. of
Because
your
these look
slides.
like pictures you could have found on the internet. I mean, that's
Yeah, I
for
think that's
Pinterest
what
right
they did.
there,
I
isn't
think
it?
they're
Or
just.
something, that little
Oh, that
round.
little tag.
Yeah,
you're right.
or,
Yeah, that's not loud.
yeah, I think this is just a,
It looks like blocks.
Yeah, well, it could very well be, or concrete.
It does look like.
It's got a reveal in it, it slopes both directions, so. And it, the windows will have to have trim around them too, when the hardy board goes to the edge of the windows. So, a little bit different look than what's showing.
So they're just submitting material type and not actually a material
I
specified.
believe so.
And the hardy board comes in 4x8 sheets too, so there's no telling what that could
Well, that's true.
do with it. But they did say horizontal siding is what they said?
It says horizontal hardy on front,
Okay. Probably have something.
with vertical seam metal on the sides and rear.
Well, there's a lot left for interpretation there, because they're asking us to, even if these pictures were accurate, they're asking us to approve the material, and not necessarily placement of the material. Are they going to ask for placement later?
Now they're gonna submit.
Well, I guess we could
architectural
always,
drawing,
I'm sorry.
What's it going
Oh, I said, they were gonna, submit some more drawings, right?
They
Or
are.
just-
That was exactly right. We could deny it based on design, even though we've approved.
I wonder if they have to get the order in more early because.
I think that's what they're
Well,
trying to do.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're trying to do.
They work a lot over there.
Well, they're gonna buy some, and then they're gonna tell us they have things that they already bought. I'll tell you exactly what's up. We've been there, done that.
I know.
We've desecrated one building already.
That's why we're, as far as siding in the CBD though,
Yeah, I know, maybe 50. I'm already mad.
So for Leary, should we ask for what they plan to purchase?
Good stuff.
See if I have that.
Did he put any pressure on anybody to accelerate this approval process?
No.
No, but he did ask for it to be expedited.
Pics of the siding examples. Not exactly sure. They want an approval on the building finished materials. That's where we're at. I mean, this came to us yesterday. So, you know, applications are due the first Friday of each month, so we could put this off for another month. If they need to get started on materials, though, I don't know.
I mean, they've been working on that building for over 6 weeks now. Shouldn't there have been a building permit already?
It's a very good question, yeah.
I mean, I walk by it nearly every day, so.
Well, if they're in the hurry to buy the material, you think they would have sent back their pictures? They would have already had their product selected. And why wouldn't they have sent those pictures?
Well, they probably were operating under a demolition permit of some sort, maybe, demo, or the city said, yeah, we can demo, but you can't do anything. So all of a sudden, now they're ready to start. And so they gotta keep their crew going, so
Yeah.
next week they're already planning
Gotta keep them busy.
on doing something. And I think if they get submitted the horizontal side, we'll probably would have approved, you know. So I probably shouldn't brought that up. But that's just because I don't like it.
Okay, right.
Well, I'm fine with hardy board
Yeah.
regardless.
Okay.
I just didn't, when we were looking at the picture, I realized, oh, that's not really hardy board.
Yeah.
And then I was just kind of perplexed as to what they really intend.
And there may be some fancy dancy reveal you can do that will give you that look. But again, I don't think the horizontal would be unacceptable, just that they submitted something that they can't build. It's not the material and drive nuts. Kind of like where they didn't submit the balcony with a giant 6x6 steel columns going all the way to the ground with a giant angle bracing.
Is there a recommendation?
Go on.
I'm not recommending it, but I'm not voting against it.
I'd like to see more details,
Okay.
you know, just me personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind the idea, but, you know. Second.
Okay. Okay, motion is to request more information from the property owner. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. Moving along to E, historical marker report. We still have just the one that we've replaced, which is the Little League field down there in McFarland. Along to ordinance update. Commission subcommittee has been meeting and going through right now design review guidelines. That was Katie, Doug, and myself working through residential design review guidelines and updating the existing ones to reflect the updated buildings in the residential historic districts as the ones currently do not. Our next meeting for that is July 15th at 8:30. If anyone would like to attend, we are going to be continuing to go over design review guidelines and then working on specific agreements. Any questions about where we're at with that?
Will you send that out in the email when you make that announcement for the next?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, just.
Outreach Subcommittee, Jen?
Yes, for the video update, we met on the 4th of June. And it was Brian and Kayla and myself, and Deborah couldn't make it. And we just went through all the different topics, just briefly got an overview, and we are, before our next meeting, I guess it's in July. Yes, the 9th of July, we'll be meeting. And we're going to discuss other educational videos that we researched with other historic districts to see how they put their videos together. So it's just very brief and just an introduction to how we can get started on this educational video of historic districts.
Okay. Any questions about the Outreach Subcommittee and/or video update?
What kind of educational video?
These are videos designed to help realtors and homeowners, developers, and downtown business owners to understand the process of applying for an application and then meeting our guidelines in terms of historic preservation.
Okay.
Moving along to old business, CBD survey is still ongoing, should be done next month or so. And that will give us a listing of each building in the central business district, and we'll be able to apply sort of more flexible design guidelines as we have been to that district, because there's not a lot of really what we consider historic buildings. Update on the website, we should be set up to go under city government and boards. So we'll be adding information to that as we continue along. But it's just a very simple, and I don't think it's very easy to find because it doesn't have a very simple name, but here we go. So we're going to be placing our minutes on there in PDF form. We've got the style guides up there. We've got our meeting time and date, and also a map of the historic districts, and obviously we'll be adding to that as well. That's where the videos are going to go eventually when we develop them. When our design guidelines are complete, we'll put those up there as well. And along with a little bit of information about the process, and hopefully the certificate of approval in progress. So, continued work in progress.
I'm not sure this is the perfect time, but I was gonna ask, I did call the newspaper about putting our meetings, and she would put it on the calendar that comes out each Sunday, and it would just, I found out who to email, but I was gonna ask you if you wanted me to do it. The Historic Preservation Commission of Florence meets each Tuesday of the month at the Evening Museum at 5 o'clock. That's all it was done.
Yeah.
Every Sunday.
Good. That's sort of required, isn't it? Or is it not?
Well,
Now that we're a
decided to
commission.
decide- Oh, you think it is?
I don't think it is. I think we just have to post it out on the front of the building and the bulletin board as we have been doing. But just to,
And just do that a week.
we can just put that in the
Is that
newspaper.
okay? I mean, does everybody
I'm
want
good with that.
to do that? Okay, I just wanted to check and make sure.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. Any questions about the website?
Looks good.
Yeah, it's gonna be some time before it's looking, but it's something.
Yeah,
Better than nothing.
that's right.
All right, moving along to new business, we are still awaiting word from the city attorney about the public meeting, and hopefully that will be by the end of the summer. And again, that is to reconfirm the historic.
What about the public meeting? We're talking about this meeting, right?
We're talking about the public meeting to reconfirm the historic districts now that we are commissioned.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
Is there a section for public comment?
There, we take comments based on the agenda items.
Not about the meeting itself?
No. Comments or questions from the board? Next meeting is Tuesday, July 20th, 2021, 5 p.m. We will be having commission subcommittee meeting here, July 15th at 8:30. And the outreach subcommittee meeting is going to be here, July 9th.
8:30 a.m. or
at
p.m.?
8.
Is that p.m. or a.m.?
That's a.m. and that's for board members only.
Brian, go back to his question. I know this is all new as far as the commission goes, but I know that the city council allows public to address the council.
Yes.
So that's not within our domain, or, I mean, in other words,
Yeah, as long as, if like, a property owner had a question about,
I'm talking about the public in general. I mean, if he wants to ask a board a question, is there not going to be an opportunity just to come and address the board? I mean, I don't know. I'm just, as far as what do we allow, what do we not allow? And I don't know what his question is.
I think we're really just taking questions that are related to agenda items. So if there's a specific question,
Did you have a question on an agenda item, or just?
About the meeting and the meeting times itself for now, and I'm sure I'll have many questions about other things as well that doesn't come up in the agenda.
what question do you have about the meeting time?
Meeting time is that this meeting time, the third Tuesday at 5 p.m. is in direct conflict with the city council, one of the two city council meetings that are held each month. I would like to be able to, me and others would like to be able to attend the city council meetings and this meeting as well. I shouldn't have to choose between the two. There's also board members on the city council that would like to attend this meeting. Obviously they can't because for whatever reason the exact time that the city council meets has been chosen for the time for this meeting at 5 p.m. is the third Tuesday.
Second Tuesday.
Second Tuesday?
This is second Tuesday. Yeah, but I do agree, we do have meetings at the same time, sometimes for city council. You know.
Yeah, it's the exact same time.
But we voted, what, 3 years ago, to meet on Tuesdays, because it was, I don't think anybody that was voting took into consideration what else going on. We just had to basically meet what bit our schedule. You know, so, and then that's how we arrived at Tuesday at 5 o'clock.
I just, out of all the times of the month, you picked the exact same time that city council meets. So, like, that's a conflict, because
It's not my ideal meeting time, but, you know, I have to be here, so, you know.
I'm not the only one that feels this way.
Any other questions? Is there a motion to adjourn?
Make motion to adjourn.
Second. All right. We'll see you all right back here on July 20th, if not before. I'll send out an email reminding of the video update, video subcommittee update, and then also of the subcommittee, the commission subcommittee. All right, thank you all.
Thank you.
We got back from Wyoming and headed to the bottom. 100 degree.
You're still alive.
Hey, start for early, faster I run, the quicker I can get done to the heat.
Is that
Yeah, it's only 5:15, so I figured at 9 o'clock, I should use the car heading back to the hotel. So, my